Unfortunately, if you guys did not know about this, I just got demoted from ZMG into BFB Coliseum. I just blamed the arena leads, that's all. But I think this might be my perfect time to get out of BFB Coliseum so we can easily promote it into ZMG Superdome. But the only way I have to somehow get promoted is to get the 10 win streak. So I think for today we're going to try to win until I lose to see if we do try to get the 10 win streak, which is going to be the goal for today. So can we pull this off? Let's find out. Alright, so we're on the first game here, which is going to be on the map Star, and we're going to be using the strategy of Cyber Quincy, Tag, Farm, and Wizard. So for that, we're going to start out with Attack and also Cyber Quincy, which is going to be the loadouts here. And yes, our goal for today's video, for those who do not know, we're going to try to win until I lose to get out of BFB Coliseum so we can try to get promoted into ZMG Superdome. Because for those who do not know about the intro, I just recently got demoted from ZMG into BFB Coliseum, which is pretty sucks, but we're gonna see if we do try to able to get the 10 win streak for today's video. But we have to play it till I lose, because I know we're gonna try hard for today's video, which I know we're gonna go up against like players that aren't as good in BFB Coliseum. But we're gonna see if we do try to somehow get some quick wins, or maybe we could try to somehow go for the mid-game rushes and much more. But we're gonna see what's gonna happen though, because I know we're gonna start try hard to see if this will be worth it to try to somehow get the quick win in all the battles too. But looks like this guy will be starting off with the ninja. Pretty respected, but I don't think the ninja star is definitely not going to be as good in potential. Well, it used to be one of the good starting towers, which I know obviously it struggles any of the early game counter rushes, especially against any type of group rushes in the game. So we're going to try to go for the upgrade to the blaze shooter. Like, I know blaze shooter is going to be a pretty tough one to be able to get that up. So we're about to go for that right about now. Now, I know for those of you who may not know about this, I know BFB Coliseum, we're going to find some players that aren't as good. Now, I know sometimes these players often in ZMG Superdome, players are like pretty not as good still, but we might still find players that are pretty good at the game. So we will see if we do try to be able to let it slide though, so we can try to somehow get some better decent content here. Like, I know in ZMG you can easily find some players that are as good or not as good potential here. Like, sometimes players that always dies to the AI like this or whatever, if these players does not ever know how to somehow defend like any upper mid games, early game rushes and much more. Well, let's just say this guy might defend like a region rainbow rushes with some purples over the top, but I don't really think this guy's defense might not be as good if this guy rather prefer go for the upgrade to the cannon ship or go for any of the defense up in battles too. And he's got the sniper, so he's going ninja, bow, and sniper, which is going to be the strategy. So I think for that, we're gonna see if we do try to send like a big type of region rushes, which I know obviously sending region rainbow rushes or any type of region rushes with some purples over the top, I think there's a chance we could try to somehow get some quick wins, which I know obviously we're going to try hard for today's video, because I know we're going to be using the Tag Farm Wizard, which is going to be the best type of strategy. But I think we're going to go for it is we'll have the Wizard like right about here, because I'm assuming this will be the upgrade to the Necromancer. In case this guy send me with some type of camo rushes, we'll try to have the Shimmer up, and then we'll try to go for the Necro, which is going to be my only way. So we're gonna have this up to another great production, and once this guy decides to rush me like in the next couple of rounds, but I think what we're gonna do is we'll send him with some reach and C-Bush just to force him to go for his tower boost. So I do not know if this guy might tower boost against that rush, but if he doesn't, then I guess that's a fair play for my opponent. Yup, he didn't tower boost against that. Okay, so we have to be really careful against any of the rushes, because all we have to do is to try to be able to get the Maelstrom up, because if not, this guy might somehow end up dying to the set of rushes here. So we're gonna go for the Necro like right about here. And I think for the next round, which I believe on round 13, we're gonna try to send like a bunch of region rainbow rushes, so we can try to force this guy to go for his defense here, because if not, he's definitely gonna be dead to a region rainbows here. So first we're gonna send it with some regular leads, with some rainbows, with regions over the top, and then with some purples here. And surely this should be enough to kill my opponent, right? Yeah, it does kill it. Nice. Okay, so that is our first game here. So we're gonna hop into a second match. Now, like I said, our goal is to get the 10 win streak. Right now, we're on the 1 win streak. So we're gonna hop into another one. So I'll see you guys there. Alright, so we got the short map called Building Site, which I have not played Building Site on my channel for a very long time. But I think with that, we're gonna start out with the same thing as going to be the last game. And then we'll send it with some Space Eco all the time, which I know we're gonna go for a farm strat, which is going to be my only way. Now, he's got ETN. Oh, did he sell his ETN? There's no way this guy ended up selling his ETN. Does that mean this guy might be dead early? There's no way this guy ended up like dying early on here. Okay, he did tower boost. There's no way this guy dies early on here. Like, I'll be happy if this guy might be dead early. I did lay down to 37, which is definitely a fair play by him. Now, I wanted to try to somehow go for it is to try to send up with some space eco all the time. And he's got the wizard. So, he's going to be using with some type of ETM plus with the wizard strategy, which is kind of a bit odd. But I think what we're going to do is we'll send up with some space eco, with some space yellows, which I believe he's going to be dead to the space yellow combo here. So, is he dead to the space yellows? Yup. Oh, did we make a rage quit? Okay, he just rage quit. What? What the heck? He just literally X'd out the game like he knew he's gonna lose. Because ETN along with Wizard and Building Site, it won't work because apparently with the pipes change, you cannot somehow handle against any of the balloon types. Like that is just pretty deadly to be honest. Oh well, hop into some players, man. But I know we're gonna find some really bad players in BFB Coliseum. So we're gonna hop into another match because these players I just play against, they just rage quit. I'm not capping. Oh snap, we got the map Thumbs Up. I have not played this map in a while though, but we're gonna use the same strategy once and freaking again. Now I'm not sure if these players decide to bring out Mortar plus with attack farm strategy, but I think people decide to bring it out along with Adora, which I could be my only wrong here, but I think what we're gonna do is we'll go for Cyber Quincy, and this guy will be starting out with Snowpad, which is definitely a pretty starting tower, or the starting hero, sorry. But I think what we're gonna do is we'll send it with some space eco in the next round, which is going to be starting round 2 with some space greens here, so we'll do that. But again, guys, I have not played this map for quite some time here because, again, the last time I played on this map, I think since I did stream like last time, I actually played on this map like this. It's just pretty tough because apparently with the hour and the minute that rotates it, basically the balloons comes out because of the minute, because I believe the minute of the clockwise rotates. And the balloons change like every direction in the game. So I think with that, we're going to try to go for it is to try to go for our first farm. Because I know we do have Cyber Quincy. Because I think this will help out for early game plus with the Task Shooter. So I think we're definitely going to go for our first ever farm here on round 3. So this might be a pretty spicy game here. So let's see how this is going to work out. And he's got the farm. So that means this guy might be going for probably Tap Farm Ice. Because all I know, this guy decided to have Snowpad with him because I believe this guy has the Ice Tower, which is going to be my only guess. So I think this is going to be like a pretty hefty game here to try to see if we should try to get the quick win in battles too. So I'm not sure if there's a way we could try to somehow able to go for the greater production early on. But we got the up to the greater production, guys. And looks like send me with some space wides, of course. So we'll activate the ability just to be safe. And we'll have the even faster shooting. I know even faster shooting might clean up any up the space combo of the space whites. Again, this guy might be going for maybe some type of ice monkey, which is going to be his last tower, which I know obviously with the Tap Farm Wizard along with this map like this, I think this might be pretty impossible to be able to handle against any of the significant of the mid-game rushes. So we'll have the wizard like right out here, and we'll have this upgrade to the plantation if that'll be fine by me. Oh my god, are we struggling here? I think we might be struggling. No, we're not struggling. Okay, send me with some space purples. I mean, TBH, I only send it with some space whites because that way I could try to go for a plantation a bit early on here. Okay, went for the plantation as well. Well played against that guy. We're gonna try to go for the shimmer all the way get to the necromancer in the next couple of rounds. But we're gonna send it with some space region zebras here. He used the level 3 ability for Snowpad. That's good. But holy cow, we gotta be really careful and get any of the rushes. And he's got the ice shards. Oh, that's a big yikes. Okay, so if I go for the Blade Maelstrom, does that mean we can easily defend it? I think we might defend it, chat. I do not know if this might be possible, but we'll have this like right about here. There we go. And he still did not go for the upgrade to the Abrillman, which I want this guy to force us to go for the Abrillman, that's all. So let's try to send him with some camels just to force him to go for his tower boost, right? No way he's dead to this, right? Okay, he died to the camos. Okay, well, I don't know how the heck this guy died at the camo like this, but all this guy needs to somehow do is to go for the Psycho Cannon, use the level 3 ability because that defends any of the camos, because I don't know why this guy didn't go for the Psycho Cannon in the first place though. But we're gonna hop into our 4th match, so I'll see you guys there. Alright, so we're in the 4th game here on the map Sun Palace. Now I decided to switch the hero up from Cyber Quincy into regular Jericho, which I believe Jericho might help out a bit with along with the same strategy. So what we're going to be doing is we'll try to go for the even faster shooting for the good old Task Shooter. I know obviously go for the Blaze Shooter has got to be the best way, but I'd rather prefer go for the upgrade to the Blaze Shooter, which is going to be my only way. So looks like he's starting out with ETM plus with the Sniper, and he's got the Ninja. So he's going to be using some type of interesting strategy, which I don't know why this guy decided to bring down the ninja while he has ETN, which is really interesting. It doesn't matter to say at least, but we'll go for our first farm. And we'll have the level 3 prepared to go for the ability for Ancient Jericho. Now, I know Jericho's got to be one of the best type of hero, which I know obviously for the next few rounds, there's going to be some type of blue adjustments from my opponent's side. What I know this guy needs to somehow do is to try to be able to somehow defend that blue adjustment, and that way you'll easily somehow defend like any of the adjustments. But apparently against like adjustments on round 21, there's no point that this guy might be able to somehow defend like the AI adjustments, because again, there's a lot of type of camo ceramics, Regis ceramics, and much more. I think there's a chance we could try to somehow make this guy lose the game, is to see if this guy might die to round 21 with some of the adjustments, because if not, he's probably gonna somehow do is to have this third tower out, like go for the glue gunner. Like imagine this guy has a glue gunner, then he might somehow solo on round 21 with some type of the adjustments, which is definitely going to be a pretty scary situation. So we're gonna see if we do try to somehow let it slide though, because I know we gotta be upgraded to the quality of soil, because I know obviously the quality of soil might able to give like top and the middle path a bit cheaper, which I believe it's 20% for cheaper in battles too. Also, he's so dead, right? Oh wow, he's so dead. I guess I changed my mind though, right? Oh, no way. Oh, we went for the semi-automatic, but it was not enough. Did he afford it too late? I'm assuming he afforded it too late, man. Well, I changed my mind to say at least, but what the heck are these players actually doing? Like, I want to try to go for the mid-game counters here, along with the strategy or anything else, but players always ended up dying to any of the space early rush, while I was trying to force him to go for his defense. So like, I don't know how these players are playing so bad in BFB Coliseum. Like, I have no clue. But it doesn't matter though. We're gonna hop into a 5th game, so I'll see you guys in the next one. Oh my god, there's no way this guy's on the 9 win streak. Are you serious, bro? I think it's trying to get promoted into ZMG Superdome. Well, we're gonna have to somehow try hard, because I'm gonna use the strategy of ice, farm, and sub. So let's see what we got. But again, we're on the mass sensitive times here, and this is not going to be pretty easy here. So what we're going to do is we'll try to start off with Sentai Churchill, which is going to be my only hero. But holy cow, 9 win streak from my opponent. That is just going to be really extremely tough to be able to win this. But I think we're going to try to do is we're going to start off with the Sentai Churchill, and we'll try to go for it is we'll send it with some Space Eco, which is going to be my amount of time. And I'm hoping for the best. We're going to see if we do try to catch the dub. Because if we lose, guys, then we're going to have to start all over again to start at 0 win streak to be able to get to 10 win streak, which is kind of a bit unfortunate. But we're going to see if we do try to have this up to our farm on round 1. I'm not sure if there's a way we could try to somehow force this guy to go for his defense. Because I'm going to try to somehow do is to try to be able to go for the Monkey Namas trick, but along with the sub. So I think we're going to go for it is we'll go for a submarine, which is going to be my only focus. Also, it's actually Bonnie, so I'm assuming this guy did place on Bonnie. Yeah. What the heck? Like, why did you place on Bonnie very late? Like, it's round 4, and you were supposed to go for round 1 Bonnie, which I know round 1 Bonnie's got to be the best way than go for a really late hero. Like, these players always actually play like absolutely insanely nuts. But I know for the next one, which I believe is on round 6, there's going to be some type of blast here we have to be really careful with. So I think the go-to able to somehow defend anything is to try to go for the air boost starts for the sub. And I think this might be the better way we could possibly somehow handle against any of the space counters here. But yeah, it's already round 6. So we'll have this on strong just in case. And it might not be pretty easy to defend any of the space blast combo. So we'll have another sub on strong. Maybe this will be like a perfect spot so it'll pop the blacks. So I do not know if this is going to be a really big type of issue here. So let's try our best to try to go for the plantation a bit early on, because I know for the next few rounds he's going to try to send me with some type of rushes. Like, I'm not sure this guy might send me with some region rushes, or he might send me with some region rainbow rushes with some purples here. But the only way I have to somehow defend like a region rushes like this is to go up to the arm period starts, because with the middle plus with the arm period starts upgrade, this will defend like a type of region rushes. Like, no joke, this upgrade along with the cross path, it's gotta be the most insanely broken of all in battles too. So we'll try our hardest to try to get that up here. Also, don't die though. Oh my god, what the heck, bro. Oh my god, the freaking last spike almost kills me, bro. I literally did not know that the last spike will probably come out like in a matter of second. Oh my goodness, man. Okay, so we'll send it with some purples over the top. I need this guy to use his tower boost, please. Okay. Oh, this guy didn't tower boost, right? Oh, he did tower boost. Okay. Oh, wrong cross path. Hold up. I am so in big trouble, man. There's no way we're not gonna survive this. My god, I think I might be dead here. Shoot, I might be dead. Oh my god, I clicked the wrong tower, bro. Bro, this guy needs to chill. What the heck? Oh, I'm so screwed. Oh my god, dude. How in the world is this guy playing so stupid? Like, how is he playing so weird? And I still didn't even somehow afford to go the upgrade to the Arm Imperial Stars because I forgot it's pretty expensive. Oh my freaking god, guys. I literally almost tried that game very, very much here. Okay, so we're in really big trouble, guys. Like, there's no point for me trying to somehow able to get the win. Like, I gotta clap this guy, like, for sure here, because there's no point that I'm definitely not gonna survive during the whole entire round here. I think we might somehow go for the IMF loan, try to somehow rush my opponent with some tight rushes. I think there might be a chance we could try to somehow able to get the win. But, oh my god, that is just really unfortunate. You guys hate to see. Also, this guy did went for the overdrive, which is definitely a fair play. But, oh my god, this is just going to be a pretty tough one for me, man. Should I try to go for another farm potential? I mean, I need to somehow go for it is to go for the IMF loan. But we'll find out if we do somehow rush my opponent. And he's got the glue. Of course, this guy will be going for the tab, wizard, and glue, which is going to be the strategy here. That is a big yikes here. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we might somehow go for the IMF loan, but unfortunately it costs like 6,400 to afford it. Like, that's gonna be a pretty tough one to be able to afford it as well. But he sent me with some eco still, which I want this guy to somehow like lose the game. But we did get the IMF loan. But I think for the next few rounds we have to be really careful not to somehow get rushed with some stuff. Oh my god, the freaking last bag is really annoying, bro. Every time I try to play, you guys can see like the screen is like freeze for like 1-2.5 seconds. I literally cannot stand against the last fight. Like, there's just no chance, man. Well, I think for the next one, which I believe on round 23 or on round 24, we're gonna try to send like a big tight rush. So I'm gonna do is we'll send like one set of regular ZMGs. So we'll send one. And we're gonna do is we'll try to collect my IMF loan. And once we collect it, then we're gonna try to do is to sell my Monkey Namas by using the ability. And I think he is definitely going to be screwed against the Tide Rush. So we're gonna do is we'll do this. Sell you. Send some Tide Ceramics. And that should probably kill him, right? Yeah, that should probably kill him. Unless this guy has a Maelstrom up. Or Super Mail. Oh, he went for the Super Glue. Or the Glue Striker, sorry. Oh my god, I can't speak. I think he still dies here, right? Let's freaking go! Oh my freaking god! He has the Glue Striker to use the ability, and all this guy needs to somehow do is to Maelstrom, but I think this guy messed up like in the amount of time here. Wow, that almost got me for sure though, because I literally messed up for the early game. Like, I should have done is to try to go for the Arm Imperial Stars first, or go for another Air Boost Stars, because I believe 2 Air Boost Stars will handle against any of the space combo rushes, like on round 12 or 13. Oh my god, that almost got me off guard for sure though. And at least we broke his win streak, which I'm very happy about. So we're gonna hop into another game here. So I'll catch you guys in the next one. Alright, so our next map we got is the map Garden. So luckily by that, we got the same strategy once again, because I know I didn't get to use the same strategy from the last game. But the fact that this guy barely somehow lost the game here. Well, the last game we barely somehow sent like a tight Ceramic rushes along with the ZMG stats. Like, dude, that rush was actually really deadly of how the tight Ceramics really is though. But I think with that, we'll have this upgrade to the Goo, even faster shooting to be able to handle against any of the space combo. But what we're gonna do is we'll go for our first farm, which is going to be my only way. Now, as for this guy, he's gonna be starting off with a Darn Gunner, but 2 Darn Gunners, which is definitely a pretty weird starting towers here. But his hero is actually Sentai Churchill. So I'm not sure if this is gonna be a big play for my opponent, but we're gonna find out if we do try to somehow able to go for the Blaze Shooter, which I know Blaze Shooter is gonna be a pretty tough way to be able to get that up. So whatever, if we want to somehow get the win here, I think the only way this guy needs to somehow do to defend like any of the space types is to try to go for the High Rocket Pod, go for another Darn Gunner, go for the Powerful Darts. So that way this will somehow defend like a region type of rushes, or go for a third Darn Gunner with another Powerful Dart. So that way this will handle against anything here. So we'll have another Blaze Shooter just in case. Come on, go for the blade shooter. There we go. But like I said, we're on the 5 win streak. So right now, this is the 6th game. Since I know our goal is to try to get the 10 win streak, so we could try to get promoted from BFB into a ZMG Superdome. This means we have to somehow do is to try to somehow get up to the better position farms here. Because I know this guy might somehow end up dying to maybe on round 11 with some zebras plus with purples over the top. Like, I'm not too sure, man. But we'll have this upgrade to the good quality soil because I want to have this upgrade to the plantation a bit early on. And I think for the next few rounds, like whatever, if we do go for the plantation, then there is a way we could probably somehow able to send like a big type of rushes. But the thing is, guys, we have to be really careful against any of the rush. Like, let's just say if there's a rush going on from our opponent, like a region rainbow rushes or anything else, all we have to do is to go for the maelstrom, because I think we can easily somehow like get the quick win unless this guy decides to rush me with some, maybe with some region or any of the purple rushes over the top. What we're gonna try to do is we'll have the maelstrom prepared. I'm hoping that the last bite does not ever kill me, because if it does, then I'm gonna be so freaking angry at myself. So let's see if this guy might rush me. I do not know, man. Oh, the last bike is here again. And I believe this guy... Oh. Yeah, he's dead. Oh my god, that's scary. Oh my freaking god, man. Also, is he fine? Oh, don't tell me this guy's gonna defend it. No, bro. Well, at least this guy didn't go for the hydraulic pass. I think he's still dead. Oh my freaking god, man. Alright. Well, all I know, this guy did send me with some purples, because all I have to do is to use the maelstrom. Because if it's big, then I have to rebind and sell my maelstrom so I could try to activate the ability once again. I'm not sure if this guy did sell his farm, try to send me with some type of purple rushes, but we still managed to somehow defend it by using the maelstrom, which I'm very happy about. Alright, so the next game we got is going to be on the map Precious Space. Now, I know I have not played this map for quite some time. Oh, again with the last bike. Okay, I'm just gonna ignore the last bike, because every time you guys see how the game freezes for like 1-2.5 seconds, I need to somehow like blame the game here. Like, I'm not kidding, guys. I'm currently playing on my PC, and this happens every single time though. But I'm just gonna ignore what just happened though. But what we're gonna do is we'll try to have this upgrade to the plantation, which I know we're gonna stick with the strategy, of course, which I know I didn't get the chance to like switch some strategy sub. Like, I want to try out the Jura Farmer sub along with the strategy on this map, or try out some different types of strategies, like go for the Darning strat and much more. But I think we're definitely going to try to do is to try to have this upgrade to the plantation. Like, I'm not sure if this guy might somehow handle against any upper rushes, but he's got the Sentry Expert, which is going to be his 4th tier tower. Like, what in the odds, man? I did this guy's try to send like a bunch of eco. Well, he sent me with some group blues only until round 7 ends. Like, I believe he starts like until round 6 or 7, trying to go for the Sentry Expert. Like, this guy's actually playing better. Like, I'm not even kidding, man. But we'll have this Necromancer like wrap out here, and it's already round 12, so we'll send up with some group blues only, because I know Space Rainbows. I don't think Space Rainbows weren't worth it to do so. But I think for the time here, we're gonna go for the Monkey Bank on this farm. And I think we're definitely gonna try to do is to try to send like a rush from my opponent. Now, he's got the upgrade to the Spy Factory all the way get to the Long Life Spies, but I'm assuming this guy went for the... I don't know what the Spy Factory upgrade's called, but I think it's called the Long Life Spikes, which is the name of the tier 3 upgrade for the bomb path. Also, he did sell and rebuy his engineer leg. I did saw he placed on that engine like all the way at the top, but I think he must have sell it, try to place on the another engine in the first place. Oh, he's going for the village. Oh shoot, so that means this guy might be going for probably NG Village and Spy Factory. Is he gonna try to god boost the Spy Factory? Like, there's no way this guy's gonna god boost the Spy Factory. If this guy did, then I will be so impressed of how this guy decides to somehow like go for the god boosted tier, man. Like, holy cow. Okay, send me with some rush. Will have to be the ability. We're fine, right? Okay, we're fine. Okay, so we're gonna send like a rush right now. I'll send 2 sets, and we'll try to send it with some leads over the top. And we'll see if this guy might force it to tower boost, because I don't think this guy might somehow defend it along with the combo. Okay, he did tower boost against the regulars, plus the layers in it. That's perfect. So that means this guy might somehow be dead to the fortify. I think we might be able to give it a shot and see. So we'll send like a set of fortifies here with some fortified Moabs. And let's see if this guy might defend it here. So I think he is definitely going to be dead to the rush if this guy did not go for the deadly spikes. And yup, he's dead. Alright, well, that is going to be a GG right there. I mean, all this guy needs to somehow do is to try to go for a Sentry Expert, but go for the middle path, so that way this will give like middle class balloon damage, or go for the Deadly Spice, because I know Deadly Spice is definitely pretty expensive still, but again, you want to go for the Sentry Expert, which is going to be the better option. Alright, so let's try to sound like a rush right now, and I think this guy might be dead to the rush, right? I think he might. Yep, no chance. Oh my god, this is what happens when you go up against like players that are sweaty. Like guys, he is on the 6th win streak and I still clap that guy. I think that's the same guy that I went up against like earlier ago, or maybe that might be a different opponent. Like holy cow, that almost got me off guard. Alright, so this is going to be a pretty interesting match because we got the map in the wall, which I have not played this map for a very long time, but I think we'll start it off with the Tasher like all the way here. Now, here's the reason why this map is actually really long, because I know obviously many players decide to run with some type of eco strategy, because usually whatever, if you start with a Tasher, like let's just say if you go for the attack eco strat, people decide to do is to have the Tasher like all the way at the bottom, like where my cursor is at. Guys, everybody decided to bring out the good old type of eco strategy along with this map, but since we're definitely going to be using the same exact strategy, also, you sent me with some blue boosted with some reds, and also the AI is going to be a pretty big problem here, so we'll have this upgrade to the even faster shooter just in case, and I think we're definitely going to be fine here, right? I think we might. Looks like we are. Okay, nice. So we're going to go for a farm probably in this round. If not, we'll go for a round 4 farm, because I know this guy will be going for the ETM plus with a boomerang combo, or he might still be dead to this, right? I think he might be dead. Is he? Oh, there's no way this guy's going to die to that, right? Oh, he's going another boomer. Okay, never mind. He's not going to die to the space. So he's probably going to be fine here without dying there, because he went for another boomer all the way get to the glaive throw. So he is probably going to try to lock in, try to survive this. Alright, there's our farm here, and he's got the glue. Okay, so he's going for the boomer and the glue, which is a definitely pretty interesting choice. Now, I know Jericho has got to be one of the best type of hero along with the tap farm wizard strategy, because whatever if you try to use the level 3 ability for the steals, I think the point, whatever if you try to use Jericho hero like this, I think this will probably help out. Whatever if you try to regenerate cash, like from my opponent, like let's just say if you try to use the level 3, this will allow us to steal your opponent's cash, whatever if you try to make so much money along with this hero in battles too. So I don't know if this will be pretty impossible to try to somehow use Jericho, because sometimes players decide to, oh, he's instead of the AI camos, I forgot the adjusters exist. Oh, one single green or camo. Yeah, he's so dead. Wow. Okay, well, I guess Jericho is gotta be OP, because I forgot the camo AI adjustments exist, which I know this guy did not go for level 7, which you have to wait for the next round or the next couple of rounds so you could try to go for level 7 for ETN. Like, I didn't realize this guy did die to the camo sets. I mean, he did get the spy factory, but a lot of balloons are blocked for the spy piles here, which is definitely not the best tower to be able to have that up for this map. You might want to bring on the wizard or the ninja to help out a bit, but with that, we're gonna hop into another game, which I believe this might be the last game, or I had to play 2 more games this time. Alrighty, we're on the 9 win streak, and this time we got the map Power Cove, which is definitely a pretty tough map to do so. But what we're gonna do is we use the same strategy once again. And I'm sorry that I had to use the same strategy all over again for the video, but I know our goal is to get the 10 win streak by try-harding. But I know we're gonna be against this guy named Chio 300, and we're gonna try to lock in. All right, so we're gonna be starting off with the good old task shooter, and oh my god, this is probably going to be a pretty tough one for me. So what we're gonna do is we'll have this up right about here, and we'll have Cyber Quincy. Like, I'm not sure what is the best Cyber Quincy spot, but I think we're gonna have this like right about here. And surely there should be enough though, so we could try to handle against any of the space types. Okay, this guy plays on the boat on the wrong position. What the heck? I have no idea, but I think he's definitely going to lose for the early game. I mean, if he's dead, then I guess we did somehow get promoted to ZMG quickly. Like, I don't even know how this guy's actually playing so weird. Well, not weird to be honest here, but look at his placement for the Buccaneer. Yeah, I believe he's dead to the sets of space. Like, there's no way this guy's gonna die to the space combo here. Let me try to blue boost just to force it to go for his defense. Yeah, be so dead. Wow. Okay, he just died. And just like that, we finally hit the 10 win streak. Congratulations, you reached a win streak of 10 and have the option to claim fast track promotion. Do you want to forgo the rewards for BTD Coliseum to exchange for a Day promotion to ZMG Superdome? Absolutely. Let's promote into ZMG Superdome, guys. There we have it. Holy cow, that's such a really painful game here, but I know these games left to right are just completely a bit weird, to be honest. But let me know down in the comments if you guys want to see more of this, because I know I did play until I lose, but I know sometimes, whatever, if I want to play until I lose, but in ZMG Superdome, I could try to get into Hall of Masters, but here's the reason why I don't want to get to Hall of Masters for me. Because usually in ZMG Superdome, I could try to somehow get easier content. Because I know sometimes in Hall of Masters, you're going to go up against like players that are sweaty. That's why I prefer staying in ZMG Superdome better. So I could try to get some better, easiest content ever in the game. But again, if you guys want to see me play until I lose once again, but in ZMG Superdome, maybe we'll do that in the future. Please let me know down in the comments, because I'll be down to like play until I lose to get to Hall of Masters. But sometimes Hall of Masters, guys, it's just gonna go up against like sweaty players. Like, I'm not joking. But that's all I have for you guys for today's video. So I hope you guys all enjoyed it. If you guys have not subbed, don't forget to subscribe and make sure to smash the like button if you enjoyed today's video. And I will see you guys in the next one. And peace, everybody.